Oh, no governments, no governments. What's going on, New Gaming Order? Welcome back to our show. We're not, I was gonna do something Juggernaut related, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But in any case, New Gaming Order. Our next topic in the shoot. I know we're like going Kojima crazy right now, but just wanted to cover something, and I wanted to respond to Brother Natural. Yeah, I'm gonna use the YouTube handle. Apparently, somebody was celebrating a little bit too early, where the demise of the Xbox and all this other stuff. And I will go on record to say, like I said in my lunchtime TV, as much as I don't like Sony, I still purchase and enjoy their products, but not once have I ever wanted the house that Sony built to collapse. I wouldn't want Nintendo to collapse. So I'm just because I know Takuma's probably gonna go in, and it's all love. There's nothing personal, but if they going on you, you brought it on yourself, bruh. So with that being said, apparently Brother Natural was saying, "Oh yeah, it's over, blah blah blah." They reached a partnership for a PlayStation exclusive game. Stone Cold style. Consider the fact that you had Platinum Games create Scalebound, right? They entered a partnership with Microsoft to make Scalebound for the X1, right? Doesn't mean Platinum Games is only going to be doing games on the X1, okay? Because they've done games on multiple systems. They've become the hired gun for those action-packed games, okay? So after more information has surfaced, Hideo Kojima has an independent gaming studio, not a first-party studio, independent. I know we have reading comprehension to understand that. I'm not insulting, but comprehend that it's an independent studio, which is Kojima Productions, which is vastly smaller than what Kojima Production was with Konami, right? So it's natural for Kojima to partner up to make another game because they're still starting out. I agree with this, and it was a smart move for them to link up with Sony. Who's to say in the future Nintendo doesn't pay Kojima production and how can I just same thing like Bayonetta. The game wouldn't have been made had Nintendo not partnered to create it. As much as I don't like that, the game still got made, right? So I mean, I'm almost done. So with that being said, it doesn't mean that he's not going to produce elsewhere. But don't celebrate when it was just early news. So Brother Natural was sitting there like yeah. Like it's almost like Demizzle. We are watching our football teams play each other, and your football team catch a touchdown. Okay, yeah, but it's not over. You know what I mean? In terms of, we already know, and I admittedly said Microsoft will not catch Sony. That's the end of that. Let's focus on enjoying the games, right? And when you, Brother Natural, decide that's all I got and whatever, bro, what are you trying to bait me for? You know what I mean? I'm just, the news is right here. All right? I'm not going to go into detail, but he's going to be independent. Sony partners with for an exclusive game, an exclusive IP for that brand. Same thing like Scalebound. All right, so I don't know what it is. It's like whatever. You claim that I hate Sony so much, but you hate Microsoft more than I had my issues with Sony. Yet you want to go at my co-CEO, like get your facts straight over having a PS4 or whatever. This all aha shit has to stop. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like he thought he was getting my co-CEO. Like, bro, at the end of the day, Kojima lives on, right? Yeah, Kojima lives on. You know what I mean? It's better this way than not at all. At least some. Yeah. So with that being said, I want to give Demizzle the floor, and Takuma, I'm gonna try to accommodate you with going last. But what are your thoughts?
I wanna burst some bubbles.
All right, go ahead.
I wanna make Sony fans mad.
Yeah, and this is the smear campaign, Brother Natural. I'm putting his name all through this video today. I love you, bro. Go ahead.
But yeah, first thing, So Hideo Kojima just formed this studio as of like 2 days ago, and announced this partnership with Sony. Ain't no game coming out anytime soon. Calm the fuck down. Like that shit is not coming out for another 18 or 24 months. So calm.
If that, if that. But the games are gonna be smaller. Like it's not gonna be on the scope of Metal Gear. But
second thing, he's not making a Metal Gear. He's not making Zone of Enders. He's not making Police Knots. All that shit is still Konami's property. So he's gonna have to come up with something totally new, and that is something he has not done in like 20 years.
well,
So-
Konami didn't let him though. You know, that's a lot of.
So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what kind of game he comes out with after 20 years of not doing anything new. So don't get the hopes up too high, people. Let's bring the expectations down to reality.
Mhm.
And another point, as you said, he's not exclusive to Sony. Just because he agreed to make a game for Sony doesn't mean that he's he's not like the equivalent of Sony's Rare, where he's not affiliated but is affiliated with them. It's just one game. Relax, people. You guys are like at the computer jerking off like, oh my god, yes, Hideo Kojima, Sony game. Oh,
yeah, like. But you know, I'm just saying. Okay,
you too, man.
yeah, I'm just saying. Like, you know what? It is what it is. In terms of like, it's great that a talented developer will continue to make games. But it just happened. The first that he's gonna do is with a Sony partnership. We're not even mad at that. A lot of people aren't even mad at that. So I think that what was happening in the chat of the other videos, it's just like, am I supposed to be like, you mad, bro? You mad, bro? I don't give a fuck because I'm gonna play it either way. And to boot, to the system, I'm getting it for PC anyway. Duh. Hello.
Yeah, like people. It's the same thing with Street Fighter 5. Only Sony has like, yeah, Street Fighter 5 only coming to Sony PlayStation 4. It's gonna be on PC too, people. So like, you guys like hoping Xbox heads won't be able to play the game. Most Xbox heads got PCs, motherfuckers.
Yeah, well.
Seriously. I mean, you guys out here spewing this venom are like in your late 20s and your early 40s. What the fuck do you look like being a fanboy of a console of a company that don't give two shits about you? You think they gonna miss your $400? Really?
It is what it is. And the only reason why I'm bringing it like that, because the content in that chat is so unlike me. But you know, I don't want to get too far away from the main topic. But if let's say Kojima Productions does become that rare type for Sony, but he said it's independent. It's like, it was clear that Microsoft purchased Rare. They're gonna make titles exclusively for this system, ABC, right? Unless they clearly state that, why are they jumping so soon? It's almost like that guy, I forget what football game it was. He was celebrating too early before he got to the end zone and fumbled and then ran it back to the other side. So shit.
Dude, it was like the Super Bowl when the Dallas Cowboys, when Leon
Oh my god.
he was celebrating, high stepping, got the ball knocked out of his hand at the one, looking like a jackass. And that's how all you Sony pony fanboys look right now.
Giddy up. But in any case, with that,
You look like the 3-9 Dallas Cowboys. That's what the fuck y'all look like.
God, Jesus, the offense.
okay. So I'm gonna dial the fire down a little bit. We were roasting somebody a little much, but with that being said, you know, we have to wait to see what the future holds. If you know, they're already talking about this new game that they're gonna make exclusively for a console exclusive for the PS4 and PC. It's supposed to feature mechs, and it's you know, I anticipate it's just gonna have like the spirit of Kojima's works in terms of like Metal Gear, and obviously it can't be Metal Gear, but you know, you're gonna have some Zone of Ender-esque. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be cool, you know. And regardless, I will purchase it on some level. And hell, if they start pre-orders, I'd give them my money now, not even knowing what the name of the title is, you know. But me and Demizzle had to do tag team on that one. But Takuma, what are your thoughts? Kojima, independent.
Last, right?
Oh yeah. What? Hold on, this is my show, sucker. Oh, hold up, my bad.
Okay.
I was just saying. Playboy, did you go yet?
No, I'm PC Master Race, so I'm just sitting up here, just sipping tea.
Oh, you know
There
what?
we go.
The PC Master Race don't even have to say anything on this one.
Sure
so
don't.
yeah,
This
so
tea is delicious right here.
it was a bit hot. It was a bit hot, but
You know what? I think I'll probably just stick to the PC as well. I'll stay out of this one. I have a PS4 and a PC. I play the PC more. I really don't have that much time anymore, but I can't believe we're still having this type of discussion. I don't
Exactly.
now here's the thing.
I don't get it.
Here's the thing. Go into the channel. Go on YouTube. You'll see why I brought it up in the manner at which I did, because these folks were celebrating too early. At the end of the day, my biggest argument was I felt a community would be locked out of his work, but then they're like, "Oh, PC is coming to PC." Okay, hey, I can deal with
we're
that.
good to go.
Yeah,
listen,
we can deal with that.
Listen, I think the future is. I think people need to accept that the future is
PC.
PC.
Amen.
But I will be honest though, this console nonsense, it's just, I feel that it's just too divisive. If we just get the PC and a unified community.
Right. I should be able to go to the store right now, buy a PS4 Blu-ray disc or a Xbox One Blu-ray disc, come home on my DVD player on my computer, log into my Xbox and play the fucking game. That's what should be happening.
Yeah, regardless of the platform that you're in, because
Exactly. I
you
log
see,
into my PSN to play my PSN game, and I log in Xbox to play my Xbox games, but I still got my damn CD or collectible. You know,
well,
DVD.
that might be much. That's asking for you know.
No, it's not. It's not, because Steam, basically, that's what you're doing on PC games now. You buy them online, you download them, you verify, whatever.
And you can play them at
You can online
whatever
verify. It's
whatever
something you're doing on
laptop.
your
Yeah.
console right now. You're doing it on your console right now. You don't even know it. You know
But
what
it's
I'm saying?
locked to hardware. You know, that's the only difference. But
And it
you know.
doesn't have to be. That's what I'm telling
All right, so Nelson, what are your thoughts? Like, you know, analyzing it further, Kojima Production is an independent studio, independent, right? So, those celebrating a little too early. Again, everybody, you know, the PC guys who are more universal are still gonna get to enjoy the game. So, if they don't want to go the console route, we're still gonna play it. You know what I mean? So, wishing demise on a company, I think is fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. But, what are your thoughts? Nelson. Where'd Nelson go?
He's here.
No, we can hear him. Go, Nelson, please.
Go,
Nelson.
go.
No.
Don't do it.
Go.
Nelson,
Time
Nelson,
out.
You better not. I took care
Time
of
out.
you. You owe me. You better not do that shit.
Time
Nelson.
out.
Don't fucking do it, man.
No, time out. Because the time out. The thing with that is, if y'all can hear him, I can't. It's not gonna pop up on the broadcast.
I don't think that's true.
So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but you know, okay, I can't hear him. You know what?
He's not talking. He's not talking.
Oh, okay. Where is he?
There he is.
Oh,
Now
okay.
he's talking. You can't hear him.
I still can't hear him. It's all gravy. You know what? See if he can just
Okay. Go ahead.
refresh. Yeah, if he can refresh or so. Yeah, he's not coming in at all.
Okay, he left the channel.
Yeah, he'll probably be coming back. But
Okay.
I don't. You know what? I'll probably just have Nelson on the director's cut. Oh, here he is.
There he is.
No, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yep.
I can
Go
hear
ahead,
you
bro.
now, Chloe. right, go
You're
ahead,
the
Nelson.
only one that has technical issues, yo.
Nelson, no, it's not the case. I don't know. We'll take a look at this.
Anyways,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck about this independent company that Kojima's doing. I don't give a fuck if it's a Sony exclusive console thing that they're trying to do with oh yeah, Kojima signed on to Sony. Let's praise it. It's Sony for life now. No, motherfucker. First off, it's an independent company. He's doing an exclusive deal for the first game that he's doing. After that, he is freelancing for any other console. That's it. There's nothing to.
That's
just
a good way to
Platinum
say it.
Games. Just like with Platinum Games, they was doing freelancing on as a third-party company, and as of recently, Nintendo has bought them out as the official product for them to be using with Bayonetta and any other future release titles. That's different. PlayStation did not do that as of yet. The only thing that they said that they're happy to bring him on board with this exclusive title that he is clearly making. You can even see it in the announcement trailer that they did recently. After that happens, after this first game drops, whatever the hell it may be, he's going to say, all right, he's going to sit down in his big ass comfortable chair and say, who's next? And that will be it.
And it'll be more profitable for him to do it that way.
Correct. So, I mean, again, if there's something that I'm misreading or misinterpreting that he is actually officially signed to Sony, please show me proof and don't go on YouTube and say, oh, it's this and this because you believe so. Please don't do that.
Facts speak better than opinion. So, you know how that works.
But again, a lot of people like to throw their opinions as actual facts, and I can see right through that.
Yeah.
All right. So please, like, if you have any information, and if I may be wrong, please let me know, because I've read this out thoroughly. I've seen all the videos of his announcement coming out. I even went to the company's official website. They're not officially sponsored or partnered with Sony.
No, they're partnered for the games. Like
no. But I'm saying, like, as an all-time thing, they don't have like watermarks, logos, nothing. Nothing is behind that. There's no funding behind the lifetime cause of that independent Kojima Productions company. It's just funding for this temporary.
He's commissioned to make that game.
It's a time contract that they have together. It's not a permanent deal. Just like I'll put another example out there with Activision and Bungie. It's a 10-year contract that they have. After that, they disband. No more.
But they could renew, right? Like with
if they wanted to, but the thing is, they don't know if they are gonna go for 10 years. They don't know if the past conversation that Destiny is gonna last 10 years. No, that's not what it meant. They have a contract with the company, not with the game. If Destiny dies right now, then it dies. Then they have 8 to 7 more years with Activision to do something else. Until that time frame is done, they can do whatever the hell they want. That does not mean that the lifespan of that game is going to go on for that particular company's contract. So, more or less, Kojima's not bounded to no one. He feels like he wants to do the thing with Sony to make his hit first, and then get some, like, all right, we got people watching us again. Now we're getting the credibility that we need again, like how he was when I was in Konami. Now let shit really happen.
Yeah, and you're pretty much saying in detail what I was trying to say. He's commissioned right now. So with that being said, it's like, okay, he's gonna do this, and Sony even was saying like they want to do ongoing. So if it's different games, like let's say they start a franchise, right? And they have Kojima making that franchise, it would be natural for him to continue, like, okay, that's exclusive. Or let's say Gear something, saga, Kojima saga, right? Sony exclusive. So yeah, it's gonna continue. He's gonna continue working with them. That's their partnership. But doesn't mean that, like you said, they're not in handcuffs. So that's and that's why I had to bring Nelson in on that one, so that it's clarification. Now more information is coming out.
Yeah. Where right now on the official link, it just says that it's a new project to life in the partnership with PlayStation, but it doesn't say that, it's a permanent thing. It says, I'll be taking on a new challenge by establishing my own independent studio, and I am thrilled to embark on this journey with PlayStation. So it's more or less of saying, like, all right, We're gonna still do our thing, but let's play around and dab in with Sony first, and then let's see if I want to dab into Nintendo and dab into Microsoft or PC, the master race.
Mhm.
That's all it is.
Now, whatever direction he goes, let's say he does, like, at some point, you know, stays exclusive, then it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah,
No.
let me say
My turn
something
yet?
real quick before that, because I was actually gonna mention this in a later video. Just what Alex said. Okay, if it stays with Sony, no one on this podcast, as far as I know, is gonna give a flying fuck. If you're gonna sit there,
It's supposed to
and
hurt our
praise
feelings.
that
Oh
it's
my
on-
god.
if you're gonna sit there, sorry about the notifications. If you're gonna sit there and praise it on one platform, then by all means, that's all on you. But if you're a real gamer, I challenge you to get every other console and just play the game for whatever console comes out, just because you love video games, not the fact that you're dick riding a hype train that just recently started that never actually was doing good in the beginning. And I will bring facts to anyone who wants to prove me wrong, because the PlayStation was only doing good in the PlayStation 2 era. It was weak as fuck until the end of the PlayStation 3 cycle, and they corrected all their fuck ups, and now they're doing super good with the PS4. That's fine. You know, props to you. I don't give a fuck because I have every other console. I enjoy all your games, so it doesn't bother me.
Enjoy the damn game, sucker.
Okay.
Enjoy the games. All right, Takuma, you got the floor, man.
Is
It
it my
took-
turn now?
Takuma, I know I don't want to pull leashes, but I know Dragon Senpai is watching. You know, I don't want to get in trouble with the younger demographics of this show. Please,
No,
don't get us in trouble. All right, go ahead,
All I
man.
gotta say
because I already
is
cursed.
It's too late. It's too late.
All right, you know what? I just got my hand back.
For those of you who don't know what's going on, for those of you who do know what's going on, other than Kojima, how this whole thing started, you need to go back to Newgamingorder's original post about the announcement of Kojima and his new records. And I want you to read the post I made very clearly, so you know what we're going to. So I'm gonna try to break this down in equal parts. We as gamers are all happy because we saw a man who made great games with a company named Konami, who got mistreated. Now he signed a partnership for his own studios to make independent games. His first blessing was, since you guys signed me on, let me go ahead and do an exclusive game for you right off the bat. Don't know what's it gonna be, don't know what's it's gonna be called, don't know when it's coming out, but it's coming for exclusive for PS4. So you will get the little tidbit. Now, the other thing is that we had a flea swinging on PlayStation balls. He know who he is. Brother Natural.
He said his name.
The first fuck up that you did is that you came at the company, the NGO crew. You don't do that. You don't, because when I made it, I was
Get
like, we
his
still got
ass together.
fanboys doing this shit. So you made your victory lap. All I want to know is, how much is Sony paying you to suck their dick? How much? Please tell me. In the back of your throat, it says insert PS4 controller.
Hold, wait a minute. Hold on.
Tell me how much. So if you
Takuma, hold
they're
on.
paying you money to run around their building company with your PS4 school dress on,
Oh,
waving your banner.
New Gaming Order.
Come on now.
New Gaming Order. The
PS4
views.
wins. We're not gonna talk about all the fuck ups they made before we got to the PS4. And then if you wanna one up it, that's your only fucking weapon. Oh, PS4 wins. We got AAA titles. Dumbass. We just said, one, we don't care. Two, if it's gonna get a PS4, eventually that shit is going to be on the PC.
Is he gonna buy all those AAA titles that he was like trying to like aha?
I'm trying to figure. So now that you got a little money in your pocket, it took you long enough to get a PS4.
Hold on, wait a minute.
While people got their shit for free. Here's my special announcement. I got one coming to myself, almost damn dirt free. Bitch.
Hold on. You know what? New Game in Order.
It don't matter what's no, I'm not done yet.
Oh, yo, hold on. He took the mic, yo. Like, hey, you know what? Listen.
Well, hold on,
Y'all got that.
hold on. First off, let me stop you because now you're directly attacking this person. That's already been done on YouTube. You don't need to do it again on video because we're getting off a
So
topic.
here's the key thing. Okay, fine. So here's the key thing for all my gamers. PS4, Xbox One. My brother said it best when he doesn't care. I'm saying it for everybody who has multiple systems. We personally do not give a flying fuck about what you got to say about PS4. Because think about this. When Xbox 360 and Xbox One announced their backwards compatibility, who in the fuck was over there sweating? Like, oh shit, we gotta do something because they going backwards compatibility.
And then they fucked up with the PS2 digital reselling, thinking that, oh yeah, we're gonna satisfy.
And, gamers were still like, gamers who were still on Xbox, like, hey, you know what? PS2 and PS3 have some good games. So how come we can't get that same shit? Think about it. But your only weapon is PS4 grip because we signed one company. Go back and do your research, dumbass. Because one, our company, we got more weapons than you.
But you know what?
That kind of knows.
I know. And then on the other note, didn't Sony get hacked and lose all information?
Well,
People's kind of like in jeopardy, but you want to ride that bandwagon. And also on top of that, my final note, isn't this the same network that alleged terrorists was using to attack us?
Oh, that's a low blow.
But you want to jump on their bandwagon. Go back and do your homework, brother. So when you get some more ammunition, then you can come see us. But until then, why don't you come on this show? Do that for me.
Let me go on the YouTube page and see what the hell's really going on. But damn.
Yeah. All right. You know what?
You can come on this show and validate all your points. I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine.
No, you know what? Just
sit there in the corner and suck their ass.
Hold on. Ringing the bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Like grocery.
Hold on.
Ding, 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 ding. WWE style. You know.
I'm on the floor. I fainted. I'm sorry.
With that, you know, I don't want it to veer off too far, but you know, the only reason why I allowed it to roll because Brother Natural, I know you're gonna respond to the show. I know you are. So you could call it flame bait, inciting, whatever. But if you know you're only gonna respond to this show when we talk about Sony. Hey, have at it. I let the dogs out. People are trying to roast you or whatever. Just know it's nothing personal. But you gotta be more of a different type of gamer in terms of like, okay, real gamers play on wherever platform it is. Doesn't matter if it's PS4, PC, Wii U, whatever. You know what I mean? And because honestly, I learned a lot from Brother Natural. Where remember how I was like mad at the whole thing with the Bayonetta or whatever. Once the price comes down, hey, I may go ahead and support that thing because he made me see that type of mindset is a bad one. You know what I mean? Because Kojima is gonna work and make games regardless. It's better that he makes them instead of not making them at all. You know, the console fanboy and the war stuff honestly has to stop. It's dividing the gamers. And Kojima going somewhere is like, oh yeah, it's the final nail in the coffin to Xbox. You know what? He, Yoshida, and Phil Spencer would even say fanboys are stupid. They're weird, and don't be that very thing that these executives frown upon. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Well, the thing is, like, I can put it like this, just like with everything, you know, where we had the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, we had the Pokemon cards, we had the Nintendo DS's. All these things are fads. This is all it is, and it's gonna die out. That's pretty much what it is. You're riding a fad that everyone is on. I understand that you're gonna throw like little segment. What's the thing that Noob said? Buzzwords. If I recall, you're gonna throw buzzwords as certain things that they market and they use to reel in the consumer. But when you really put it in together, you're like, yeah, Sony is the better console. Physically, it is.
Yeah,
like,
I admitted that.
hold on. I got one more
Wait,
thing.
no,
I got
wait,
one more thing.
wait.
Well, hold on,
wait,
hold on. Go ahead.
Wait. You can physically say that the console is like stronger than the new gen consoles. That you are correct on that, sir, 110%. But the guts that's inside of it is Microsoft used.
Thank you.
The guts that it's used, it's Microsoft used. The only thing that is not is the Blu-ray player. Then on top of it, the features don't do anything in comparison to the Xbox One, or more or less the Wii U. If I have to throw that little jab at you, the Wii U outperforms the PS4 when it comes to like features.
Oh, and can I add that the Wii U actually won the 7th gen, or the Wii actually won its gen, where they're like, oh, PlayStation 3 sold, you know. And you know what, Nelson, remind me to title this Kojima and then / fanboy response stuff, because you know, because it kind of became two topics.
If we're talking about numbers, like I'm just gonna shit on everything right now. The Nintendo 3DS beats everything.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there you go.
Done. Nintendo 3DS beats Sony, Microsoft, its own console, and PC when it comes to like sales. That shit's on everything. So if you really want to hurt someone, just blame Nintendo for doing the best thing ever with mobile gaming.
Oh, well, with that being said,
Now run tail that.
all right. So with that, I gotta like end this segment because it got a little too hot. But I'm just gonna say certain users brought this on themselves in terms of like, this is not an aha moment or we got you or anything. It's just you gotta be a more open-minded gamer. At the end of the day, for somebody who said, oh, I'm not gonna play Killer Instinct because it's on Xbox, I'm gonna wait on PC, that's your prerogative, you know. But you know you wanted to play that game, and you were hot
So
that
I still want to play that game.
yeah. So, but you know, talking to that particular user is like, okay, well, I'm gonna use the same argument. Yeah, I'm gonna use the I'm gonna use the same argument. I had to suck it up. As much as I didn't want to get it on the PS4, but I got Street Fighter 5 on it, I'm gonna play the game. If you really are a gamer, you would have played the game, regardless of whatever barrier that was. You know, I have the right to say, hey, I'm not too fond of Sony, but I'll play stuff on their system. You know, and like I said, I'm not gonna say I'm a better gamer. I'm more open-minded. So with that being said,
no, but you forgot the jab. You forgot the jab. He said that he was gonna play Killer Instinct on PC, but guess what? It's owned by Microsoft. Done. It's over. It's over. You're still for supporting their product. Hold on. What happened? And guess what? It's crossplay. What happened?
okay. Well,
damn, and you thought that the Street Fighter 5 was exclusive as a Sony AAA title, but guess what? It came out for PC, so it's not.
yeah. Oh man, you know what? We should have just did a show straight on ripping him, but it's whatever. You know.
No, but that's fucked up because you know that's gonna be an offensive thing, and then people's gonna see because I was like, oh, you fucked up, you publicly executed him live on stream. Well, there's a reason for that because there's almost over 4 years of shit that he was doing to the show, so it had to happen.
What I look with this, I only responded or allowed the staff to respond in this way just so that full screen doesn't see that we're like, you know, going after somebody. You know what I mean?
We're gonna get hit with something. I can promise you on this particular segment, we're going to hit someone's nerve. And that's okay because I can back up whatever I gotta say, and I've said it plenty of times before. So go ahead and try your fucking best because no one has yet to do something.
Well, with that being said, it's nothing personal. It's all love. You know, I grew up with the guy, so it is what it is. You know, there's a difference of opinion. So with that being said, New Gaming Order, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. We're going to take a quick intermission, and we'll be right back, guys. Peace.